Ferrari, you know the name, you've heard the engine, but what happens when a brand that's built on speed decides to slow down and let you in? Ferrari has spent the last 80 plus years perfecting their performance, but lately I've noticed that they've started to switch lanes. Ferrari is becoming something so much bigger than just an automotive company. They are becoming a luxury lifestyle brand. I've noticed cafes in Italy, high-end fashion collaborations, and even restaurants. They are becoming entirely experiential, and this is certainly not by accident. Let's break it down and figure out the lessons that we can apply to your organization. Ferrari, like so many other luxury brands, isn't just selling cars. It's not just about the product, it's about aspiration. Similar to Rolex or Hermes, the Birkin bag, it's nearly impossible to get your hands on a Ferrari vehicle. And like these other examples, this trio of brands builds scarcity into the business model. The fact that they're always going out of stock is not a bug, it's not by accident, it's the strategy. Think about it. They intentionally cap production, selling just around 15,000 cars per year, even though they could easily sell double that. Yes, the cars are expensive, but also it's difficult, even if you would have the funding to buy from dealership, to be able to access this vehicle. The waiting list is the flex. And this type of scarcity is what luxury lives on. But it also creates this tension, because what happens with all the people who are completely sold out on the mission, would like to engage with and buy into the brand, but cannot afford the hero product? You give them another door in. Ferrari's expansion into fine dining, fashion, hospitality, travel are not just random side hustles. They are strategic expansion of their brand universe. This is all about brand identity. It's about taking this Ferrari feeling fast, powerful, seductive, and translating it into all these different mediums, from food to garments to spaces, and of course into vehicles. It's a brilliant move, as studies have shown that consumers are seeking out experiences, and they are moving from offering only products to offering branded experiences. But here's the twist. These lifestyle expansions, these other endeavors outside their main goods offering, often have smaller profit margins than selling cars. So why do it? Because luxury, especially now in 2025 and going into 2026, is not just about the product. It's about the portfolio. Ferrari has turned itself into a cultural platform. And now the experiences, like going out and fine dining in one of their brands, purchasing a high fashion collaboration, or going to a Ferrari track day, connects to their customers, to their fans emotionally. It generates emotional loyalty and not just immediate revenue. This strategy is future-proofing the brand, as ultra high net worth clients are moving from only wanting to buy into goods and immediate services into experiences. This strategy is future-proofing the brand, as studies have shown that ultra high net worth clients, and also anecdotes, just hearing what people are talking about on the ground, are shifting their spending from goods and immediate services into experiences, often around wellness and travel, things that are going to genuinely enrich their lives. People want to spend their money on things that are extremely meaningful. And as this trend continues, Ferrari is already going to be waiting at the table with a full offering of all these different enriching experiences. So what can we learn? Ferrari's evolution teaches us a few things. Iconic brands do not dilute by expanding. When your branding is as iconic as Ferrari and you're a heritage house and you've built up reputation, expansion does not always dilute. You're able to evolve into a new generation that translates all that history and heritage into a contemporary language that the modern consumer is speaking. Scarcity builds status. An experience builds emotional connection. Together, scarcity and experience build legacy. And lastly, and perhaps the most importantly for those of us who are setting strategy and in leadership positions for our business, successful brands think in experiences, not just product SKUs. This isn't just about selling merch and finding cheaper and accessible ways for people to buy into the brand dream. It's about creating legacy. So if you live in a big city or are visiting and you walk past a Ferrari, observe the mythology that they're building. People are no longer just associating Ferrari with horsepower. Think about the storytelling, the strategy that they used, that they were able to create and commoditize seduction at scale. So if you are a part of a brand that wants to create something past just a product, Ferrari's blueprint is absolutely worth studying, because in a world right now that's racing for attention, they've absolutely mastered the art of the slow burn. And having people slow down and quit the race entirely to be able to check out, observe, and experience what it is you're doing is so much more important than being the fastest one to the finish line for the sale. Long term, your revenue, your P&L sheets will thank you for the work that you're doing in your branding, in your narrative, in your storytelling, in your experience building. My name's Tosin, and I'm the founding principal of Atelier Oluwatosin. We specialize in exactly this, creating experiences for brands and businesses. So whether you're still in the ideation phase and you need somebody to walk with you in deciding the naming of your business, creating a logo, digital platforms, and perhaps eventually physical platforms for you to present and show up to your customers with, or whether you're already a part of a powerhouse brand with legacy and heritage, a visual identity in place, and you want to learn how to spatialize this, and you need somebody, a team, to help you build out these experiences, both spatial and digital, I would love to have a conversation about your specifics. Send us a message. All of the information will be in the description box, and let's discuss. I'll see you so soon.